How's it going, guys? It's John Arnwood here reporting with She Got Game and Sports Illustrated. I'm here with one of the greatest shooters of all time, former NBA champion, Danny Green. How's it going, brother?
I'm doing good, man. Yourself? How's everything?
I can't believe it. I'm unbelievable. This is a great energy here right now.
Yeah.
Can you kind of just explain for people who don't understand, having this much talent and gathering this much of a crowd, what type of energy does this event bring on?
It's been fun, man. This is year 4. We're doing it now. We got the playing field crew coming in. They kind of take over the crowd, but the energy's it's unmatched, especially in this mall. But it's been dope to see. The girls, the women's side played earlier. Now the boys are starting to play competition, high-level teams from all over the country. So it's always great to see, these teams kind of go at it.
Unbelievable. I mean, you mentioned just kind of to see the boys and girls. You guys clearly are trying to elevate women's sports as well, and kind of to give the youth the opportunity. What kind of inspired you to partner with this and kind of really create this opportunity for the youth?
Well, I wanted to give the kids something that I never was able to have. Just have a platform that will showcase what they can do, but also learn from the educational side of how it is being a student athlete or being a professional athlete. So just trying to teach them little things of life. But in the same sense that ultimately allow them to play basketball and have bragging rights of who's the best team in the country.
Absolutely.
And it's not us we are empowering women's basketball, but the women are empowering women's basketball. So they've been growing, for the last 3 years. It's been a crazy amount of the growth. And see what they did with the W side. They got it done, so we get a chance to watch them more this summer. It's a good big step in the right direction. They obviously deserve way more, but they got something done, which was great. So hopefully we can continue to push that. And so the women are really setting the standard now, and some of the best games out here when we watch them.
Absolutely. You hit it on the nose. That was a pivotal moment for women's sports in general. I think for all women's sports, to kind of see them go against the monster and kind of come out victorious.
Yeah.
What does that mean, or what do you think that means to kind of these young women to kind of see such a pivotal moment in real time and to kind of see the game elevating as it continues to grow?
They're too young to really understand what's going on, but as they get older, I'm sure they're going to really appreciate what is being done from them, how grateful they'll be. It's going to mean the world to them, because now it's a profession they can actually go into and make some pretty good money. A lot of people kind of steer their daughters or their kids away from playing women's basketball because it's not really worth or making a good living.
Absolutely.
Now it's in a direction where these young girls can dream to play and be like the men one day. So
unbelievable. And you got a lot of supporters, man. A lot of people. You played for a few different teams, so you got a lot of people all over the country really supporting what you do.
Thank you.
And you've given so much to the game. What can we expect? What's next for Danny Green? What's next? Kind of just for DG.
I appreciate the support, man. For me, it's just doing the media side. Basketball is behind me now, so I appreciate that the playing days were fun, all the support you guys have given me. So right now, just trying to pour into the youth as much as I can by doing these events, and also doing the media side and staying around the game.
Absolutely. And I got one last one for you, because you just mentioned the youth. I think you would agree the game has changed significantly since you've been in the game, to what it is now. Some people give negative effects. Some people think, some people speak positively of it. How do you think the game has changed, and where do you think it's changed the most?
Besides the fact that kids are now being able to get paid earlier and have jobs earlier, it's a big factor. So in college they can make a living, which is great. There's always advantages and disadvantages to everything.
Absolutely.
But I always look at the bright side. These kids are able to build a brand and make a living. And for those who aren't able to make it to the NBA, they're able to kind of set themselves up a little earlier, which is right and fair. We were at a time where we had a chance to play for a scholarship for free, which was fun. It was great. But some of these kids bring in a lot of revenue to these schools, so rightfully so, they deserve a piece of it. So I'm glad to be able to see that they're in positions to make money and have jobs. And a lot of people now can make money just through the internet. It's big. Obviously, there's a lot of, again, negatives on the internet, but it's positives too. You don't have to go to school to be, somebody to make a living. You can find other ways to make a living now.
Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, the legend, DG, I appreciate you for your time, brother. My man.
For sure.
For sure. Appreciate you.